the Army, the U.S. Army's 250th anniversary. So they're having their celebration in D.C. Quite expensive celebration, which no one. It's just so many things. But anyhow, so this is a very big week. It's also someone else's solar return. So I would be curious as to. I know things that hitting that person's chart. And well, are you talking? No, can't hear you. Hey, Nat Africa. Yeah, now I can hear you. Now, yeah, now we got you.
And now, no. Now,
Okay, yes. Well, it goes off and on.
stupid watch. Smart things are not so smart. I swear to
No,
God.
nothing can replace human coordination. Nothing can replace that. Um,
Anyway, what I was gonna
I
say, we have
missed you
so
too.
we have Mars square Uranus coming up tomorrow morning around 6 a.m. Eastern
Oh,
time, and certain solar return guy has Sun Uranus opposing his moon, and he also has Uranus, and he
yeah,
has
I
his
had.
no, and he has his Mars return as well. So
Oh,
there's so there is a lot of things happening, and we'll see. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
yes.
I'm glad that you're okay and that everybody's okay. Just guys, take care of yourself. And I was just thinking, what is positive about this weekend? I always wanting to find some spin on the good things. And we have Sun in Gemini trining this Moon in Aquarius. That's good, right? So this
Yes, it is
second of
good.
the Sun,
Yes.
yeah. When Sun and Moon are in a nice, tight whatever feeling, they like it. They like that. So that's positive. So let's focus on that.
Hey, Teresa.
Um, Yeah. So, just piece of advice: don't take any risks. Just be cautious. That's it. Still, you need to move on. Still do your life. Do whatever you want to do. Don't anybody, scare you. Just be cautious. That's all. You need to be more mindful and more cautious than usual.
Yes,
I
indeed.
mean, Mars square Uranus is very accident prone, right? So they're, especially with sharp knives and
Yes, yes.
other stuff,
Weapons and
right?
stuff. Implements. Yes. Yes.
You know, um, so they, so just be careful with that. So,
And that's six. You
that's
said
all.
that's 6 a.m. tomorrow. You said that's 6 a.m. Eastern.
Yes, and then 10:30 Eastern, we have Jupiter square Saturn,
Oh,
exactly, for the third time
that's
in
the
this
third
round.
time. Great. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so this is also, we want to expand, we want to grow, we want to, and then Saturn comes and no, so this is usually Jupiter Saturn are very connected with finances. So there's always, just don't overspend. There's going to be consequences. So just be mindful of your spending as well, especially on your home. Jupiter is now in Cancer, so spending on your home, or just, I want to buy new sofa. You have this feeling that, because Mars Uranus square also wants us to do something different, something new, something
Yes.
adventurous.
Yes.
And then with this
Yes. Absolutely.
combination, you can just, I don't care, like you didn't think these things through long term. Like, I don't care, I like this sofa, I'm going to spend this money, and then later, oh no, why did I do it? So that's kind of a feeling.
True buyer's
so
remorse. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
So just, this is the combination overall. Just put your credit cards away, go for a walk, don't go
Yes.
online.
Yes. Don't go
We
online. Yeah, no drunk purchasing or whatever.
no, no. You know, we are the generation that have this curse that we can buy everything with one click.
It's
You
the
know,
worst. It's the worst. Yeah. I've
I
gotten
know.
better. Oh, I think you're better than me. I've gotten better. There was a time they even had this is during COVID. Even right before COVID, Jasmine, and people would laugh and say, because you get it the next day and during the week you get these packages. You'd be like, "When did I order that?" But they were saying because people would wake up at 1 in the morning, and I ordered a pair of sneakers. Luckily, they were beautiful, and they had this nice thing. They were Nikes, and they had something on the back that's a piano. They were sort of like the symphony here, and I didn't remember ordering these things. You know what I mean? So, but. I know it's when I would get it. They would call it like, I wasn't drunk, but they would say people would get it because you're out of it, and you're like, oh, that looks nice. Boom,
Mhm.
I'll order it.
Uh,
So
My husband is worse than me. I have to say, you know why? He goes like, "Oh, I don't have any gum," and he just orders like it will come, in a couple of hours or next morning. I'm like, "It's gum.
It's
Go
good.
take a no." He just goes gum, like gum. Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. That convenience
you know,
is something.
and I think during COVID we got kind of even more
Yeah,
spoiled because
we
it was
did.
the only way we could get
Yes,
things.
yes. I really, and I thankfully where I live in Manhattan, my goodness, I don't know what I can't get delivered to me within a couple of hours. It's really gotten really, I mean, me for my advanced time, it's very good, very helpful, because I don't have to worry about schlepping to every store like I used to, and learning how to balance things on my head and carry 8 bags on each arm. So, but it has got me a little bit too indulgent in things, and so I have to sort of like simmer down
Yes,
and say, okay, do you need
and
that today? Just put it in the basket for later and reconsider. You don't need all this.
that's a good thing. If you want to go, just pretend shopping,
Go pretend
right?
shopping.
And then you do
Yes,
pretend.
yes, yes,
You can
yes.
pretend. Also, we have Venus in Taurus now, and she also likes
He
luxury. Remember,
does.
Venus
He
in
sure
Taurus
does.
life. It's not
Yes.
just everyday stuff,
No,
She really likes the
the
good
good
stuff, the
stuff, the
quality.
luxuriating items.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's
So it's like,
right.
oh, this perfume, you go with Venus in Taurus, you go for the bigger bottle, right? You don't do
Yes,
the
yes.
30 mil.
Yeah,
You go
yeah.
for
Go for
100,
the Chanel, not not the stuff you find
right?
in the drugstore. Yeah.
And even, so that's also very, during I mean, Venus in Taurus is excellent, but I think it's just too much
Yeah,
sometimes, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
Jupiter is sextiling that Venus, so there's like they have like a nice connection, but they can, overdo it. I think
Yeah,
mostly it's
they
going to
could.
be for home spending.
Yeah, they could be.
I think it'll
They
be
could.
home spending.
Like you said, they could work together the wrong way. Yeah, you got to watch that and just call it out. Just call it out to yourself, saying, you know what? I hear you. I see a Venus and Jupiter. No, I'm gonna put this into the save for later. Like they have this basket in Amazon. Save for later. Save it for later, unless you really need it.
Save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
Then
Save for
and
later.
then go back and see.
Yes.
Um,
When you're more
so
sober.
So when this weekend is over, things are going to get a little bit better, and especially they're going to be much better when Sun goes into Cancer on the 20th next Friday. Oh yeah, so we are here next Friday still, right?
No,
And then
no, 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 no. Next Friday I take off.
you
Next
take
Friday
off.
I'm flying out. Yeah, next Friday I'm flying out. Next Friday.
Oh, on the 20th. You're flying on the 20th.
Yes, I'm going into Seattle earlier because I have another commitment I need to do online. So I
Ah,
need to get to the hotel,
okay.
and stay there at the hotel for a couple of days. And
Maybe then
um,
we get okay. So because then on the 26th, the Friday after, I'm the 27th, I'm flying in Croatia. I'm going to be probably jet lagged because
yeah,
we
and
are so
and I'll be coming back. I'm not sure. I won't even be back yet. I don't
yeah.
think
So
so.
2 weeks
Two
of
weeks.
break. Okay,
2 weeks of
we
break.
have 2 weeks of summer break.
Yes,
Okay,
summer break.
got it.
Yes,
Okay,
and we'll come back to you what time and all that. We can make it for another. For
okay,
yeah,
okay. Sounds good. 2 weeks of summer break. So okay,
yeah.
let's then give you a little bit of flavor of what we can expect in the next couple of weeks.
Good.
Uh, um, so this week I'm telling you after the week we're going to, so because we have on Wednesday we're going to have Jupiter square Neptune. So that's like imagine the grand illusion. So this is like a magician on a stage,
It sure is. That you said it right. Grand illusion. Grand illusions.
right?
Yes.
It's glamour. Like Neptune is about glamour and all this stuff
Glamour.
as
Yeah,
well.
glamour.
So it could be,
Yes.
it could be very tempting in a sense that it looks very attractive.
Yeah.
It looks very appealing. It's larger than life. Um, it could be. I heard somebody said it, and I can't remember who. I didn't write it down,
Right.
but somebody said that Jupiter square Neptune can be an aspect of a narcissist, just because it can be delusioned about
Yeah, I
themselves
can
in a
see that.
big way, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it can be either the best version or the worst version of the people, like the sinner or the saint,
Yes. Yeah.
kind
Yes.
of.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
So, but it's about the grand vision as well, and our dreams. What do we want to achieve? We need to kind of dream big,
right.
right? This is cardinal square. It's pushing us to go forward, and we didn't experience this one before because Neptune in Aries meeting Jupiter in Cancer for the first time in our lifetimes.
Yes.
So this is a completely different energy. So what does Neptune in Aries want? You know, to be your own hero, to be courageous, to fight for your dreams, right?
Yes, indeed.
Jupiter in Cancer, you know, is very protective. He's very nostalgic. He's very, it's all about family and home. So
And home,
what
and
is your
home.
big
Yeah.
vision
Yes.
about
Yes.
where you're coming from and where you what is, you know, your family, your, it's about history, it's about a lot of stuff. So this is like a big, but we can be also delusioned and, you know, about, you know, maybe the things that we are coming from, maybe they're not as we thought they were. So we
Mm-hmm.
maybe, you know, to clear that as well. So that's like a big thing. Good thing, Friday, sun goes into Cancer. It's solstice. So it's the longest day of the year. We are splitting the year, I mean, in the Northern
Yeah.
Hemisphere. Uh, I talked about the English chart on my YouTube channel. If anybody wants to check it out, I love it. There's a lot of, oh, despite these squares with Saturn and Neptune, I love it because when we enter Cancer season, Jupiter is right there with the Sun. Jupiter and Sun together is good. It's optimistic. It's joyful. It's how it's we feel better. We feel that we can do many things. We want to grow. We want to expand. And they are also sextiling the Moon, which is the ruler. The Moon is in Taurus, just
Oh,
0 degrees Taurus. Just came into Taurus for the ingress. There's a lot of opportunity
yeah.
for us to meet our emotional needs, to grow. On the other side, Mars is going to be already in Virgo. I'm going to mention that later. So Mars in Virgo on the other side also sextiling this ingress into Cancer. So we have this beautiful trine between Sun and the Moon sextiling this, like a, you know what Anne talked about, little talent trines.
Yes.
This is one of them,
Yes.
right?
Okay. All right. Got it.
Just for the ingress. So I love, you know, there is a square to Saturn and kind of putting us one step on the reality check, which is okay. But
Mm-hmm.
there's so many opportunities for this summer. If we look at the English chart as a summer, it's a chart for the summer, beautiful opportunities
Mm-hmm.
to grow, to, you know, Mars is going to enter Virgo on the 17th on Tuesday. And he was so long in Cancer and Leo retrograding since last fall. He's finally entering a new sign after 9 months or so, right?
Okay.
And it's going to be a fresh energy. You know, Mars is our drive, our actions. We're going to feel fresh. In Virgo, he's very
Yes.
discerning,
Discerning. Yes.
discerning.
Yes.
You know, he has a list how to do it, very practical Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So if we seize an opportunity, you know, if we have a plan, if we have a to-do list, if we have this um, literally day-to-day plan how to do it, if you want to implement a new
Yeah.
habit, this is a great opportunity to start this season, or stuff like that. So I think this summer can be very fruitful
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
And I
Okay, but
think
we need to act on it. It's sextile, remember? So it's not gonna be like, you
look
know.
to itself. But let me add here too that
Yes,
also include those things that we may find difficult to embark upon. So those things that perhaps we've been procrastinating or whatever else, this Mars in Virgo can help you say, okay, those things that we keep on putting on the to-do list, you keep on pushing them down, saying, you know what, let's just get this done. Let's do this. So Mars, lean into Mars and say, listen, help me. Now look at that arrow and say, I need to get this done and off my to-do
yes,
list because it will free up
yes,
energetically. It frees up energy in your, especially all your chakras, but especially the third and this, you know, the will chakra and your creativity. So, you know, let's use this one. I like this. I'm glad you mentioned this because I'm speaking for myself. I was doing my to-do list today and I was like, you know, these couple of items are still there. They're still hanging
yes.
on.
But you know when you do them, you feel so
Yes.
relieved. Like, oh my
Yes.
God, like it's like you're
Yes.
reborn.
Huzzah. You feel proud of yourself.
Like
You're clean for
you
a
achieved.
day. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Another thing that Frank Clifford mentioned the other day when I was listening to something, he said, let's do it now. He says, you know, his partner sometimes tells him, you know, I don't want to do it now, let's do it tomorrow. He goes, no, let's do it now. You're going to
Yes.
thank me tomorrow.
Yes.
And this is exactly the energy. You know, we have a lot of Aries energy now. Do it now.
Do it
Even if you
now.
don't feel like
Yeah.
doing it, your tomorrow self will thank you because you know, there's going to be, it's like a very Aries like thing to do.
Yeah.
So
Right.
use this this Mars in Virgo is going to be very good. It's a nice aspect with the Sun and the Jupiter in Cancer. Like it's sextiling right there. So it's going to be, I love it. The next weekend, the 21st and 22nd, are actually great days if you want to do something regarding your own personal growth, something to do with Sun and Jupiter, because when they meet together, there's like a good 2 days to elect something and do something. We also have Mars sextiling Jupiter as well. I think it's, even with the Sun square Saturn next Sunday, we still, if we use discipline, so when Sun and Saturn are square, it's just about hard work and making sure that you are your own authority.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
that'll
was
be energized. So that'll be energized by the sun.
I was thinking a lot about this Saturn in Aries. What does this Saturn want from us
Right.
as individuals? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking it's about becoming our own
Yeah.
authority. It's
Yes.
Aries, right?
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
and how we become that. Instead of fighting, like I'm going to give example of my 5-year-old, because I think it's such a great, because we teach them stuff and then I learned just by teaching him. So yeah, if you need to make your bed every morning, right? If someone needs to tell you every morning, make your bed, that means that somebody else has authority over you.
Right.
But if you know that what you need to do and do this, make your bed every morning without anybody telling you, you become your own authority in that way. And what else? You're going to be better and faster with practice. So maybe the first day you're going to need 10 minutes to make a bed. Next, in a couple of weeks, it's going to be 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it means. You don't need anybody to tell you what to do in life. You need to be kind of responsible for yourself and be your own. That's what this means. I think this is one of the things Saturn in Aries wants to teach us. That's the thought. Okay, so that's next week. Much better after Friday. Even with this Mars going into Virgo, we're gonna feel much better from Tuesday. Next Saturday, Sunday, the best day to do something. Good. Week after, I'm gonna go quickly through week after. We're gonna have the longest void moon ever before the new moon in Cancer.
Oh, really?
43 hours.
No way. I don't think I've ever. Wow. No, wait. So when is that? When is that? I gotta make a note. Jeez.
That's the whole. So I'm talking about Eastern time. Yes. I know you're gonna be in a different time zone, but Eastern time. Yes. It's gonna start 4:25 a.m. Monday the 23rd. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna finish Tuesday 11:43 p.m.
11:43 p.m. Tuesday the 24th?
Yes.
Wait, that's not 43 hours.
Yeah, it's 24. It's 20. So from the 4
a.m. to p.m. Okay, it's a.m. to p.m. Got it. Yes.
So imagine 4:30 a.m. to next day 11:30 p.m.
Wow.
Okay.
That's the longest
so the
that I've been aware of.
Entire Monday, entire Tuesday.
Interesting. Okay.
This is the moon in Gemini, and why? Because now the Sun is in Cancer, so a lot of planets are not connected with after we have a lot of planets at early degrees. So and because we have a lot of planets at early degrees, the moon is making all these aspects right away, and then nothing happens until the moon goes in, because the Saturn is 2 degrees, 1 degree. Neptune is 2 degrees. Pluto is 3 degrees. Mars is 3 degrees, and he's not touching any of the Taurus, because it's in Gemini. He doesn't see Taurus or Cancer, so he doesn't see Jupiter. He doesn't see Mercury. He doesn't see anything. So he's gonna make this quick. It's gonna be actually good. Like that night, Monday night, during the night, he makes all these beautiful aspects, and then that's it. 4:30 in the morning, done. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I like a moon in Gemini, because that's a lively, energetically. Yes. So it's a lively. People will feel more social. They'll feel a little bit lighter in their heart, and emotionally a little bit lighter and bubbly, perhaps. Yeah. So that's a good. If you have to be someplace for this length of time, I'd rather be in Gemini than some other. Perhaps.
I think although the void moon is there, I think it's still going to be beautiful 2 days, and we're going to
Yes.
have moon. We're going to have the sun and Jupiter together on the 24th, just meeting, and then we have the new moon on the 25th. But they're going to conjunct, starting a 1-year cycle on the 24th, because Sun and Jupiter meet. They meet once a year,
Every
unless
year.
Jupiter is retrograde. But
About, yeah.
this year,
Mm-hmm.
so they're not going to be for 12 months. So they're big, and Sun and Jupiter together is the best possible combination for new beginnings,
Yes.
right? And new start
Yes.
and everything. So
Yes.
this new moon is going to be lovely. Quickly, let's just look at the new moon. I didn't have a time. So yeah, it's going to affect people with cardinal placements from 1 to 7 degrees. So Cancers, Aries, Capricorns, and Libras. So new moon is going to be conjunct Jupiter, sextile Mars, trine Vesta. It's going to have, there are going to be two small trines of talent, two talent trines as well in the sky. Lots of great opportunities. Lovely new moon. It's fertile. When it's in Cancer, it's all about abundance and growth and stuff. So that is a good week. Day after, the Mercury then goes into Leo. So we're going to have
Now, what
people
day
going
is
to be more
this? I'm sorry, I lost. What day? What day is this?
26th. That's 26th
26th.
when Mercury goes into Leo. And I think people are going to be more expressive. So think about how Leo talks and roars and everything. So, people are going to be more
Yeah.
expressive.
Right.
It's going to be
Yeah. Yes.
flamboyant
Yeah.
speeches.
As if Leo
So,
needs any more of that, right? You know what I mean? It's going to be like, oh, Leo's like not short on that, but I think it would help the rest of us who aren't that way, perhaps. You
yeah,
know.
but I'm so curious because we're gonna for the first time have Mercury in Leo trine Neptune in Aries on the 28th, and I think it's gonna be beautiful. They're both in fire signs, very creative. I think I think we might hear a lot of things happening on the celebrity world, or about new movies, or maybe new music. I think that last week of June, maybe we will hear some people, just maybe somebody has a new album coming out, or new tour, or new movie, or something. It has to be something, or something creative needs to be. If you want to do
Okay.
anything creative and shout it at the world, absolutely gorgeous energy.
Very good.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Okay.
lovely. I actually, I like that week. I like that week a lot, especially, yeah. Um, Moon in Cancer, after the square with Saturn and Neptune, is going to conjunct. Yeah, new moon. It's beautiful new moon.
Yeah.
Sextile
Yes.
Venus,
Yes.
sextile Uranus. Beautiful new moon. Guys, set intentions for abundance of things that you need to nurture you, whatever that is. Make a
Yeah.
list.
Yes. Because we talked about that earlier. I think, well, a couple times. I think last weekend, whatever. That this is a time for what I call radical self-care.
Oh
I
yes,
mean, really just
yes.
getting in there and doing it. And Ann and I were laughing. I don't know if you heard me because we were saying, I'm saying this, but I said for me, it's the consistency of it. Because I'll start off with a good plan. I'm on it for a week or so, maybe 10 days. And
So
then I'm starting to
Gemini,
feel
are you
really,
a Gemini? Are you a
yes.
Gemini by any chance?
And then it's a scattered
Laughing.
thing. You know what I mean? So that's why I was telling people when I did a podcast the other night. So just do, if you start up big, that's fine. And then, just if you only do a couple of things, but do something every day. That kind of consistency. Maybe not everything
No, no, no.
that you put on your list.
But I think this Mars in Virgo can help us with that, because it's about daily routine, everyday
Things
little things.
that you can
Okay.
manage. Right. That's
Yes.
manageable. Right. And,
Yes.
and Virgo's very good with that.
Yes. Don't overthink it.
Yes.
Don't, because Jupiter wants to be
Right.
big, and
Hey,
but
oh, I'll have a scroll of things. I'm going to do this and blah, blah, blah.
set
Oh,
make a list. So for me, I'm just thinking, set intentions, make a
yes.
list of
Yes.
things that you need to feel secure and
Yes.
safe. What is it? Is it a house? It's fine. Put it out
Yes.
there. Don't. Nobody's gonna judge you. This is your life. What you
Just
need? Do you
yes.
need a new purse, or do you need somebody to hug you every day?
Yes.
What kind of person do you need to hug you? Do you need a pet? Do you need a friend? What kind of friend do you need? Think about these things.
Yes. Very good.
What do you really need to feel nurtured?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Because we sometimes, we think we know, or you know what else? We change our mind,
Yeah,
and that's okay.
and that's okay.
Something that you needed, right?
Yes.
10 years ago or 5 years ago, you don't have to have the same
Mm-mm,
needs. That's
mm-mm. It
okay,
is okay. That's exactly right.
right?
That's being aware and attentive to your changing spirit. That's yes, and what's going on around you. So yes, but we do beat ourselves up a little bit so much. You really have to
A
be
lot.
reminded. It's
Not a
okay.
little,
I have to
a
tell
lot.
myself all the time. It's okay. You're doing good. You know what I mean? It's let it
Yeah.
go. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
I do not, I always when I talk to people, do not
Right.
apologize for changing your mind.
Yes.
Stop doing that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Stop.
Yes. Yeah.
You're a human being. You are
Yes.
evolving. You are
Yes.
learning.
You're
You have
dynamic. You're dynamic, right? Yes.
new acknowledgement. You
Hmm.
need to acknowledge it. I know maybe I'm thinking maybe that's my job on earth as a strong Gemini, to tell people, yes, you can change your mind and it's okay, because I do it
Yes.
all the time.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's
Yes, yes.
fine.
Well, it's sort of like that analogy of you driving down the street. You don't just keep the steering wheel straight. You got to adjust and do things here and there, and maybe go around something or whatever. So that's part of life, is being able to change in the moment. When
Exactly.
you need to, of course. Now, I'm not
Yes.
saying I'm not. We're not saying to be reckless or to
No,
be
no, no.
disregarding someone
I'm
else's
not saying
feelings,
that.
but we're saying when you wake up and you have a whim and say, "Yo, I want to do this today." Do that today. Then it's okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you thought you want to do this and you have this plan, but then you change your mind and I don't want, or what do you want to eat?
Yes.
I don't feel like eating that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's
Me too.
fine. You don't have to
Yes.
stick to that. Why? Who cares? I mean, saying it's not, I'm not saying you need to break promises. I'm not saying that.
Yes, that's
That's different,
correct.
right?
And commitments.
But
Yes. Hmm.
yeah, and commitments. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
Just
Hmm.
I talk about self-care also here. That
Yes.
you can
Yes.
change your mind,
Yes.
what you need to feel. You reminded me of GPS. You know how you drive and then GPS says
Yes.
that it
Yes.
found a faster route. You
Right.
wanna, yes or
Yes.
yes? I
Yes.
wanna.
Yes. Yeah. That's a good. I like that. Yeah. The GPS. Yeah. And
It's
stuff. Yeah.
so that's great. I think I love end of July, and so this is the so we might be back on the first week of July. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I love.
That Friday is 4th of July for us in the States. So I
We
mean
can do
that's.
we can do whenever. We'll see. We're gonna be 6 hours apart, but we can adjust it.
But you're
So don't worry.
6 hours.
Yeah,
You're 6 hours ahead.
I'm gonna be ahead.
Okay.
Ahead. So for
Okay.
your 9 in the morning is gonna be 3 afternoon where I am, for
Okay.
example.
Uh-huh. Okay, got it. Okay, good. All
So
right.
we probably maybe your noon or your 2 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see.
So you're the same time zone as England and Germany.
No, Germany, yes. England, no. England is five
5.
hours.
Okay, but Germany's
And
6, because that's why I deal a lot with Germany, and
Germany,
the 6. That's
Germany.
why I said this sounds very familiar. You mean the
Yes,
6 hours?
Germany.
Okay. Okay,
Uh,
got it.
Actually, July 4th. I never saw this. I didn't prepare for this. I was just
Yeah,
watching. I'm
yeah.
just looking at it. We're
What?
going to have Venus move into Gemini, and we're going to have Neptune stations to go retrograde on July 4th.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
big
Interesting.
things.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, we're going to talk about that. But nevertheless, I feel that after we enter Cancer season, it's going to be much better. Next week looks much better. New moon looks beautiful.
You enter.
That's it. I think end of the month, all good. The,
Oh, good.
the
Okay.
26th is also a great day to elect something. Yes, after new moon. Yes, this new moon is very good. I love
It's
it.
a good day
Very good new moon.
to elect something, meaning something to actually activate or put into your life. Is what you're
Yes,
saying?
you can even do it the day after. Yes, you can. Yes, yeah, make it. We go. Yes, set intentions, but also maybe a little bit. You can a little bit of motion. Put something into motion. I feel that we
Because
can do that.
Jupiter doesn't go into Cancer till the 30th, right? Isn't Jupiter in Cancer on the
It's already
30th or
in the
something?
Cancer.
It
It's already
is?
in
Oh,
Cancer
it is?
from June
Okay.
9th.
Oh,
Jupiter
June
is
9th.
in.
Okay, that's my fault there. Okay, got
No,
that wrong. Okay.
okay. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, Neptune is stationed to go retrograde, so he's next in line. So Pluto is already retrograde, and now this summer Neptune goes retrograde. Neptune goes, July 4th, and then Saturn goes retrograde July 13th.
Okay,
So
Saturn
in
go. Oh, Saturn retrograde. Hold on, retrograde July 14th.
13th,
Okay,
13th,
13th, and then we have. Wait, I see here also Uranus goes into Gemini, July
July
7th. That's the following
7th.
week.
So
That's
we're
July
gonna
7th.
talk about it when
Yes, yes,
we're gonna talk before
yeah,
that. Yes, but that
yes.
we need to
Good, good,
feel
good,
it
good.
already. The first week July is gonna already have this feeling. When these big planets change
Yes,
directions, you're gonna feel this.
yes,
So
yes.
guys,
Absolutely.
when Uranus, I think that our minds are gonna go wild,
It's,
literally. Our
okay.
thinking process is gonna
Mm,
speed up.
right.
Our communications are gonna become fast. The travel industry, the way it's gonna be so much on a personal level. It's going to be a roller coaster in our heads for sure.
Hmm,
So prepare
hmm.
yourself. I would suggest with that week before and week after. So first 2 weeks of July, make sure that you calm your nervous system somehow. Find the
Very
way
good.
through
Hmm.
breath work, through meditation, through
Meditations,
just
mantra work, sing, dance. You're right. You're right. Because we'll be jangly with this Uranus moving
going to be,
into, yeah. Okay. Especially as
especially
Gemini.
especially if he wasn't happy in Taurus. He was very slow, and
Yes.
all of a sudden he's going to be like, how you have dog on a leash, and then you let
Yes.
him go in a park, and that's Uranus.
That's good. Thank you for that. So you'll need to be ready to, yes, to
And
good
then it
for,
goes, how it
okay.
goes crazy. This, and
Yes.
then it goes.
Yes.
That's gonna be our head. We are
Yes.
on a leash still,
Yes.
and then
We're
when July
chopping at
hits,
the
it's gonna
bit.
be
We're chopping.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's the feeling of that. That's how I feel it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited because I want to see what it does for all my Gemini placements, which I have four. For me, it's always interesting when something, with
Wow.
Saturn, everything that something is immutable signs.
Yeah.
They hit me 3 times because first I have Moon and Mercury at 2 degrees, Sun in 13, and midheaven 28. So I literally have the beginning, in the middle, and at
Middle
the
and the
end.
end.
So
Yes.
I'm
Wow.
still, I'm experiencing all three. I'm excited for the ride. Yeah, I won't have, anyway, it is what it is. Uh, but I'm excited because I had Saturn squaring everything from Pisces, and I can't wait enough for this Uranus to shake something up, to awaken me to do something exciting. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
I'm
no, I know what you mean. No, I think this is I didn't enjoy Jupiter in Gemini at all. I can't say at all, but
I mean in
I thought
Taurus. You mean in
uh,
Taurus?
Jupiter, I mean sorry. Where was Jupiter
Oh,
before? Jupiter's moving.
Jupiter. Sorry, Jupiter, not Uranus. Yeah, yeah. I didn't. Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was you who brought to my attention, and I said, "Wait a minute, yeah." Because I remember at first, yeah, I knew it was going to happen. I said, "Oh, this is going to be great." I was doing a big high stepping, and then I realized it wasn't bad. It just wasn't.
Mm,
Because and it made me look more deeply into Jupiter and what it means, not just its expansion
no,
is prosperity
no,
and big. No, it does expand stuff. It can elaborate. It can make things larger. More is not always good. More is not always
yeah,
better. It's just more.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so I had to sober. It was a sobering review and understanding of
I
what.
remember. Yeah, last year I remember when Jupiter was entering Gemini. I was kind of the only one, I think. I don't know who else said it. That I'm actually excited about with these squares to Saturn because Jupiter in Gemini is all about blah 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 rubbish. All this too many information, too much news, too much fake news. All this blah
Well,
blah
that's what
blah.
we had.
Everything is larger than life. All these
Yes.
promises. All this blah
All
blah
these
blah. And
promises.
and I
Yeah.
actually like that Saturn squared it 3 times to say, you need to be in your place. No, don't tell people all this, because Jupiter is guru. It's also our connection to
Yes.
God as well, right?
Yes, it is.
He's a God,
Absolutely. Yeah. Deeply spiritual. Yes.
right?
Yeah. Can we take a
So,
minute at the end? I want to acknowledge the crash. I just want to take a minute
oh
of
yes, yes,
sending love
sure, yeah, sure.
to
You want to do it
people.
now?
Yeah,
Are
we
we
can do it
finished? You
now.
want to?
No,
Do you
finish. You
wanna?
finish. You finish.
I have nothing. I just wanted to say that,
No, nothing.
guys. I mean, whatever everything that I said, I said that I'm looking forward to Cancer season this year more
Yeah.
than Gemini season
Yes.
that I
Yes.
usually
Yeah.
have. Venus is gonna make a lovely aspect. Venus is eventually gonna come into Cancer in end of July, so August. We're gonna talk about it. In August, Jupiter and Venus are gonna meet together in Cancer. Such a beautiful. That's gonna be lovely,
So
lovely.
Jupiter and what now? Jupiter
Venus
and
in August when
oh
they meet together in Cancer, and I
oh
have
my
them so close in
goodness.
my chart. I'm so looking forward to that. They're gonna meet. I'm going way ahead now, but
Yeah.
um,
Something to look forward to.
yeah. Let me see. Let me see when they meet because there is a date. I'll find it. I'll
I
find
thought
it.
about what
Oh yeah, sorry.
okay.
August 12th.
August 12th.
August 12th,
Okay.
guys. Put it in your calendars. Is the best day of the year.
Wow.
You
Which is Jupiter
have
and Venus in meets in
yeah,
Cancer.
because Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. Venus is also comfortable in Cancer.
Yeah.
She's not exalted,
Venus,
but she's
but
comfortable. She loves
comfortable.
being in. Yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice
and they're
home.
gonna
She likes
meet.
that.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
very
gonna be
nice.
14 degrees Cancer. So if you have
14.
anything around that, it's gonna be beautiful for you. It's literally midpoint between my Venus and Jupiter.
Okay.
So I have Jupiter 10 and Venus 16. So it's almost midpoint.
Yes. Huh. Okay.
I'm playing lottery that day. If I get something, I'll send you some stuff.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
worry.
then I
I'm
know for
playing
sure.
lottery that day.
Yes,
Huh?
yes. Oh, okay, so
Because
that's
it's
a good,
personally touching my
right.
chart. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
August 12th, I already told my husband, I don't know where we are in Europe. If there is a casino, I want to be in that one.
And
I don't care. If
oh,
this is
good.
the
So, and I'll play something for on your something for you on that date because you won't. Well, you won't be here. You still be overseas, right?
yeah, but I can go into a casino and get some
Yeah, yeah,
money
but I can
anyway.
play lotto here and say, you know what I mean? Yes,
Yes,
because I'll never forget one time I
yes.
played with my nephew and we hit. I mean, nothing big, but we did decent. You know what I mean? So sometimes when you play for someone else, it
That
helps. Because that's
yes, if
two.
you can do it, that's because it's. I'm not gonna have that chance for another 12 years,
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
right?
Okay. So I'll make a note of this.
That's one of every
Folks.
12 years,
Yes.
right? Thing.
14
So just a thought,
degrees.
just
Yes.
a thought,
Yes.
just a
Well, it
thought.
seems like we could have a nice summer. I mean, which is good. We could use a little bit of. This is a good report for even just what you just mentioned from June and July. It feels like the summer will be a little bit more hopeful and
Much
productive
better. I
than what we've
I
been
I feel that
experiencing.
this summer, yes, there are going to be some obligations, maybe some kind of restriction, something, but overall, so many opportunities. I mean, if you don't use them, I mean, you will not lose anything. But it would be a shame not to use this beautiful summer for whatever you feel like you want to achieve.
Change.
Don't
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
talk to people.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah. No.
know what's going to happen. Like for
Yes.
example, oh, oh yeah, I have this talk tomorrow for ISAR. So
Great.
the other day,
Yes. Yes.
ISAR China contacted me. Oh, can you do the same speech for us in China? So
See?
like, what?
Yes. Of course.
I said,
Isn't
of
that
course they can do
wonderful?
it.
See? Yes.
So
Yes.
those kind of things,
Yeah.
if I said no, I can't do it right now, I wouldn't lose. I mean, I wouldn't lose anything, but I lost an opportunity,
Yes.
to help somebody to be, to
Right.
grow as a
Yes.
person, as an
Yes.
astrologer.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So this is
Yeah.
the fight. So
We're
if
gonna have those
somebody offers you
opportunities.
something, don't
Yes.
say not now or not this time.
Say
Think before
yes.
you say no.
Yes.
That's the
Right.
feeling.
Yes. And
Okay.
know that if the opportunity is coming to you, it's because you can do it. You can do it. The universe is saying, you got this. Just go ahead and do it. We're not asking for perfection. We're asking for participation. And, and consider,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Again, I'm going to again quote Frank Clifford because I know he's my teacher currently, so I learned a lot from him currently. He says, don't anticipate what might happen with the transit. You need to participate.
Participate.
Don't anticipate,
Participate.
participate.
I like that. Don't anticipate, participate. I like that. I like it.
There you go. I'm
Hmm.
going to finish that, and let's now acknowledge.
Yeah, acknowledge those who have all those who have lost, all those who will be lost in that flight in Air India, or the family, and just the impact to the community and to the community at large. Um, a moment of silence. Okay.
Thank you for that,
And
JeMaja. Thank you. Yeah,
yeah, it's been on my heart so hard, heavy. I mean, everyone I know, it's been waking up to that and hearing that news was a shock to a lot of us. So
yeah. That's it. Unfortunately, classic Mars Uranus square. Like this is that's exactly what I'm talking about. Those two
you're in a
perfect
square. Yes, that is
energy
it.
was it was applying. It was coming stronger and stronger. Unfortunately, that's why I say take care. Be careful in traffic. Be careful. Just these couple of days, it's gonna be better next week for sure. And I take care if you go outside to protest. You have a right to do so, but just take care of yourself. Take
Mm-hmm.
care of yourself. If you're fighting for somebody in the best possible way that you want to help somebody and you have good intentions, just take care.
Yes,
Um, think about repercussions. Like if you cannot help anybody if you get hurt
hurt.
in the process. Okay, so
Absolutely.
that's have that in mind, but still
Mhm.
do what you feel that you need to do as well. But take
Right.
care. Is very hostile
Yeah.
energy, and tomorrow
Oh,
as
tomorrow
well. So today,
as well. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So be mindful of that. I'm not saying no. We
Mhm.
all need to raise our voices and say what we or whatever we
Absolutely.
feel that we need to do. But
Right.
yeah.
We're not dealing
Oh,
with
and
the
I did,
same
and
energy. Yeah.
yeah,
Go
and I
ahead.
did wanna send you. I did send you a message, but I'm gonna use this opportunity. I will be at Niagara Falls for the Kepler College
Yeah. Yeah.
Symposium. If you wanna
Yes.
come, I'm gonna be
Yes.
there. I
'Cause
sent you a message.
you
Anyway,
did. Yeah. I
I
think I
wrote
did see.
everything down.
Yes. Yes. Good. Yeah. Because I do want to do
Okay,
that. Because that's in September, right?
it's the first weekend of September, from the
September.
I think
Okay.
third,
All right.
fourth to sixth, seventh. That first weekend, like it's the Labor Day weekend, or is it Labor Day weekend or
Yes,
something?
I think it could be
Yeah,
either that
yeah.
weekend or yeah, the follow. Yeah,
I,
either
I
leading into it or after. It's leading into it, most likely. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna travel each day back to Canada back to sleep because I'm literally it's like 15 minutes. I have to go. Okay, I have to pass the border, but I'm literally 15 minutes away, and I don't want to. I don't want to meet other astrologers and meet people. It would be nice to see you again.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But
So
I'm trying to figure because Canada's gonna look at me funny, like you're back here again, huh? You know what I mean?
I'm
Because
gonna
across the board, I'm gonna
tell
show.
people, look,
They're gonna be like, mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna go 3 days in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 times in US, and I'm gonna say, look, guys, I sleep here, but this is where I'm going, and
Yes.
if you have
Yes.
any,
Well,
tell me. You
Canada's.
want?
Yes.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
just
Sorry.
pull. It's okay. I'm gonna pull my business cards. Do you want your chart read? Look, I'm an
Yes.
astrologer going to a conference symposium. Look, check it out. Check me out on internet. I don't.
Yes, yeah. But no, see, you won't have a problem. They'll be looking at me like Canada will be saying, make sure she leaves, okay? Because we know it's going to be a lot of us trying to sneak in. Oh,
No,
I'm
no,
here
oh,
visiting a
that's right. No, no,
friend.
no. Don't you
Yeah,
worry
I'm
about
here
that.
visiting a friend. They'd be like, mm-hmm. We heard
No,
that
no,
story
don't you worry
before.
about that. No. I think actually many people are going to sleep on Canadian side. I think that's what Kepler recommended
I
anyway.
wouldn't be
So
surprised.
uh, yeah, Rick Levine is going to be there. I think Celeste. I don't know who else,
Yes.
but I'm
Celeste's not going to
excited
be
to
on the
meet
cruise.
them.
Celeste's going to be on the cruise with me, I found out.
Oh my
Yes.
God, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. We'll say hi to her. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so that's
that's
like I want to come to this so then we can all be together, with you
yeah.
and yeah, at this. So
Yeah, I
that'd
never
be
met her
great.
in person. She was a guest on my channel a while back, but and we talked through other channels, through OPA talks or
Yeah,
something that
yes.
we kind of know for, but I never met her. So
Okay.
excellent. So that's beautiful. That's something to look forward after the summer. To start like the cool
Absolutely.
summer, though, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Very
Yeah. No,
excited.
there's some exciting things happening and stuff. So I
Yes.
think there'll be a few more exciting things hopefully happening
Oh yeah.
for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, have a great time on the cruise.
Thank you.
Say hi to
For
everybody.
sure.
Enjoy.
I
I want to
will.
see photos, stories. If you
Yes.
can, when every time you have Wi-Fi,
We'll
please
post.
put them on so we all
Yeah,
can.
and I said we're gonna try to post and do maybe
Yes,
do a bit of our show depending on because now the timing is back the other way, even more so,
Uh,
ahead, behind. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like four.
but I'm
Depends on where
here
we are.
until 26th. I'm here until 26th, so I'm here
Yes,
in Canada
yes.
still until 26th. So
Okay.
there is, if there is an
Yeah.
opportunity, but don't force it. Enjoy. Sometimes when you're in the moment, just be in the moment where you are. Don't.
Oh
But
yeah.
if you want to do like a quick something, you want to go live with Anne or Celeste and say hi. That's actually would be a
Yeah,
nice
that's what
thing
probably
to.
we'll do. I think that's probably what we'll
Yes,
do. You know what I mean? And
yes.
stuff.
That's
Yeah, and
yeah.
stuff. So if I can calm
Have
them down,
fun.
because they're party women. So if I gotta feel calm them down enough to
You as
to
a Gemini are gonna calm them down. Come on. That is so I never heard something more ridiculous in my you're gonna calm them.
throw
You're
the
gonna
party.
with a
Meanwhile, I'll be swinging from
Libra
the
moon,
chandeliers. Oh
with a Libra
yeah,
moon and
yeah,
Gemini Sun, you're gonna be partying the
yeah,
hardest. Come on, I
yeah,
know
yeah,
you.
yes, yes,
That's so cool. That's so cool. Be in a moment, recharge your batteries. This is gonna be good for
yes,
your soul and for
yes,
your growth. This is taking care of yourself
yeah,
in a Jupiterian way. This is
yes,
exactly what it is. Going on a cruise
absolutely.
with other astrologers, beautiful. This is exactly
Yes.
what I was talking
Yeah.
about on
Yes. Yeah.
this side.
Exactly. With my tribe. With my tribe. Yes.
It's your
Mm-hmm.
tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy
Yes.
very much. We'll be in touch. Don't force anything. Don't worry about it. We'll see each other in a couple of
Weeks.
weeks in
Yes.
July.
And
Um,
you have a good safe journey back home,
yes,
right?
thank you very
Yes.
much. We'll do our best. I only have so many things planned. My whole July is kind of already booked. August looks much better, but July I have so many things
So you have 2 months.
going.
You'll have 2 months there.
Yes,
Oh, how lovely! Wow.
yes, yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna
now
be nice. Oh,
in Africa just
somebody
went on your
else.
first cruise. Oh, where'd you go? All right. Yeah,
I
I've
never
been.
been on a cruise. I
Yeah, I
never
went
been.
to a small cruise with my mother years ago. I took her on a small, short
Mm,
cruise, and it was lovely.
mm.
Yeah, it's very relaxing. I mean, if you like being on the water
I
in a huge
love,
ship,
love being on water.
yeah,
I
I
don't
enjoyed
mind.
it. I enjoyed it, and yeah. So okay,
Excellent. Okay, hugs
all right.
and kisses,
Same to
everybody, and
you.
to you especially.
Thank you, and thank you so much and I'm glad we're having a little summer break, and we'll see everyone in a couple of weeks.
A couple of
Okay.
weeks. Take care,
Yes.
everybody.
Everyone
Bye,
be safe. Bye bye.
JeMaja.
Thank
Safe
you. Bye
travels.
bye.
Bye
Yes, thank
bye.
you. Same to you. Be well.